God damn
Okay, thank you for that. And hello, everyone. We are here with our GM, Adam, who just played that wonderful music that just played. Say hi.
Hi.
Uh, Goomboots.
it. Hi all.
Endel, that's I. Vosh.
Who is I?
Hello.
Uh, Nix and Rick.
Hey, that's Trivial Hirsute to you.
Okay. And
Fursuit.
Robotic Mustache.
His character is
Hello.
actually named JFK. He just didn't change the name on that
Okay,
thing.
he's
Joshua,
JFK.
Joshua Ferentz.
So there you
I'm just
go.
gonna I'm just gonna say JFK.
JFK.
JFK sounds fine. And we're playing Mutant Year Zero, which I don't have the PDF of, and I don't think I'm gonna open it anymore because I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna need it, aren't I, for the thing? Yeah,
Probably.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm gonna open it right now.
Them's our rules.
Yeah. Right there.
These are the rules. You must follow them.
Must obey. Come on, PDF.
Be back in a second, gents.
Yes,
Anyway.
there it is. There it
Adam, can we
is.
get introduction?
Mutant Year
Story of plot.
Zero. And what? Sorry.
I was asking Adam if we can get plot line up till this point.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say, because I was
I'm stealing
gonna.
your job.
Uh, I was gonna say that I'm gonna let him set the scene and all that, and
Well, this is the intro the game gives you. So, and this is the very first session, so it's pretty good to start with that. Of course, the world ends. It happens quickly, faster than anyone could predict. The Red Plague hits a world already on the brink of collapse. Extreme climate change, global economic crisis, increasing conflict between old and new superpowers. When the pandemic comes, the last thin veneer of stability crumbles. 1 billion people die in the first year. Utter panic reigns supreme. Solidarity between nations is non-existent. Wars break out over the last dwindling resources of the world. For the first time since 1945, nuclear weapons are used in armed conflict. Mushroom clouds rise from the east to west. Everyone tries to save themselves. The rich and powerful start monumental projects to escape the surface of the dying Earth, going deep underground, to the bottom of the oceans, into the cold darkness of space. The seats in these final lifeboats of mankind are desperately few. For most of the world's inhabitants, there is no way out. Once it's all over, Earth is still. Nature invades ruined cities. Winds sweep through the empty streets turned into graveyards. Time gnaws the windows off skyscrapers, panes falling to the ground in a slow rain of glass. Yet life remains. Slivers of humanity survive the apocalypse. In the Ark, a small settlement at the edge of a dead city, the people live. You are the spawn of humanity, but not quite human. You are twisted funhouse images, mutated freaks. Your bodies and minds have incredible powers, but you are unstable, fragile. None of the people are over 30 years old. Except for the Elder, your leader, but not like you. He is one of the ancients. For decades, he has warned you, be on your guard, don't leave the Ark. Stay here or the rot will get you. Or something even worse. So far, you have obeyed his commands, lived off rations from the old age, chased off every stranger who came close to the Ark. Few dared to go out into the zone. That is what the Elder calls the outside world. But the safe days are over. Food is running scarce, and the fight for what's left is turning violent. You starve. Factions are forming. Bosses on top, slaves at the bottom. In the middle, fixers who try to turn a profit from anyone and everyone. And the Elder can't stand up on his own anymore. They say he can't even take a piss without help. You're on your own now. It's time to venture out, to explore the zone, to search for artifacts and knowledge. Build, grow the land, seek out others, create a new civilization on the ruins of the old one. Seek your origin. No children are born to the people. If you do nothing, you will perish. Maybe, one day, you will find the Eden of legend the the ancients' haven from the encroaching hellscape. That's where salvation and truth await, or so the stories say. Maybe it's all fairy tales. It doesn't matter. You have no choice. This is the beginning. And that kind of sets the scene pretty well.
That was good. That was very good.
I did not write it. That's directly from the book.
Honestly, I was listening to Fallout music in the background, and it just matched up perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the link? Maybe.
kind of similar to the scene. So yeah. Okay, so what we're doing right now, we just finished making our characters, and
Everyone should introduce their characters.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna let
I'm
everyone
sorry.
give a brief introduction to their characters. So in
If
whatever
we all
order
cut,
you
will
guys
you stop
want.
recording?
If we what?
If we all cut, will you stop recording?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he can always edit. He can always edit this later.
Yeah.
All right.
So again,
I just wanted you all cut,
whatever
damn it.
whatever order you guys
You should
want,
just yell it anyways.
you can start giving a brief introduction to your characters.
I'll go ahead and start. I am playing Goomboots. He is a hunchbacked, badly burned gearhead. So he repairs all sorts of stuff, especially repairs weapons. He really likes weapons. And he has the power of psychotelepathy, where he can. What?
I was just gonna look up what it's actually called.
It's
But yeah, it's like it's empathy control, isn't it, or emotion
yeah.
control?
pathokinesis. So
There we
I can make a group of people have a specific emotion, or direct that against a specific person and make them feel really bad.
Cool.
Could you censor me and me alone, and every time I say something, bleep it out, or just randomly throw it in?
I think I could, but I don't think I will.
You should do that.
He's gonna have the Charlie Brown parent sound.
That would be awesome, because then everyone would just hear wah wah wah, and then you guys reacting to it.
Respond
Oh
to it.
yeah, that'd be really funny. Okay, so was that it for you?
That is it for me. For the
Perfect.
moment.
Next.
I suppose I'll go next. My character's name is Vosh, and she goes. Sometimes people call her the Oracle.
VTO.
She is a boss, and she has a gang of 10 members. She kind of leads a feminazi religious zealot group that believes that men are the reason why women can no longer have children, and thinks that the eradication or enslavement of men would make women be able to be pregnant again and continue the human race.
And I worship her.
Also, she can breathe fire, and burn people with her words.
Their words. That was,
Quite literally.
yeah.
Oh.
Every
Okay.
time I hear your beliefs laid out, I laugh, because it's scary.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying, right?
It is.
I can't wait to see the YouTube comments thinking that everything I say is serious.
It's fantastic. It's like the worst fears of Reddit personified.
It's gonna be interesting, but okay. So next.
My name is Jonar Felix Kresner. I am a Christian. I'm a handsome man, and I like to smile because nothing pleases me more than a good deal. You can recognize me by my beautiful butterfly wings. There's nothing more wonderful.
Cut!
Dude, we don't need your corpse for this shit. You can laugh if you want to.
Yeah, you can laugh, you can curse, you can do whatever you want.
I know Damn it!
He's just
Stop ruining my fun.
Apologies.
Action.
Continue,
Yes,
please.
yes. Anyways, I believe that the deal is the best thing you can do. I hope we can all make wonderful amounts of bullets and have a great time. Alright, that's
Wonderful. Next.
Everyone else go?
That's
Yeah.
you and Endel. And that's
Except
it.
for me, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Hi. Name's Nix. It's my dog Wreck. We eat things. We find things. Sometimes we find then eat things. It's really simple. Get weird feelings for Vosh. And weird feelings for a chick who can make sense of scribbles. I just go about. That's it.
Okay. Great. That
and what's your
Oh.
mutation?
um,
In
Yeah.
class, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Sometimes I eat dead people. Sometimes I bite real hard. That's
just
it.
when he needs to, not always. He just...
Yeah, when I want to. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Perfect. So I guess I'm left. I'm Endel, and I'm a stalker. I always go outside of the arc in the what you call it, the zone.
Neat.
The zone in the zone where there's a lot of radiation and stuff. I kind of don't care about the other people around me. At least not that much. My goal would be to find the Eden that was talked about earlier. And that's about it, I guess. And my mutation, I am a plant man. Which is awesome because that means I can, for one day, not eat anything, just stay out in the sun and be nourished that way through photosynthesis.
Why are we making dice penises?
here comes the sun.
Why aren't we making dice penises?
My thoughts exactly.
You just gave me a really great idea for a post-apocalyptic title: Radiation and Stuff.
And stuff, yes. I love saying and stuff because it's sometimes so fucking stupid. It's just awesome.
And the cover is just a glowing toaster.
Now they're all sad. They're bored with the game. Oh no, this guy had an accident.
Oh, good lord. The mutation.
Okay, well, we can continue from this on. I'll let Adam, our good old GM, the great mother, go
Praise
tell us
be.
what to do right now.
Praise
Praise
be unto her.
All right, so as it's the first session, you are going to start with everyone gathers together at the center of the arc. I'll actually go to the arc map real quick because it's pretty awesome.
Well-
You can control the zoom.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, there you go.
I have it really tiny. Now I have it really big. Hooray!
We're really tiny.
So you have all gathered on the Scrubs boat where
The scrubs.
where the poor live because they're not allowed on the boss boat. To
Except for
discuss.
me.
Well, you're beneath it.
But I'm
Live
on
down
it
where the slaves live,
now. Sorry.
as is appropriate.
So you are all gathered around. Let me get my PDF of people's names up here. Christor, the Revolutionary's jet.
Music revolutionary.
Yeah, he's a musical revolutionary.
He's also formerly known as
It's served as a gathering place because he is a boss, and while he's not one of the more powerful ones, he is more important than most other people in the Ark, and he does have a gang that follows him. Unfortunately, he's way too large to get out of the cockpit of his jet. So
But he does have a speaker system.
so all meetings take place around his jet.
Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to make it to him.
It is freezing cold. It's the middle of winter. Nobody has any idea why you're holding these meetings above deck. But society's not great.
Oh, and by the way, this is Boston area setting, so this is post-apocalyptic Boston.
Yeah, the map we had on the other panel is actually of Boston.
Yeah, this is something drawn by Vosh.
And it's a beautiful day.
It is wonderful.
Vosh is like all in. She's like in her furs, and like all you can see are her eyes.
I'm just sitting with in a big black coat with a hood over my head, playing with my dog.
Without the Elder's guidance, it has become apparent that certain projects have to be undertaken for the Ark to survive. And the various bosses have kind of stepped in and taken charge of certain projects. But essentially this is done out of character initially, as each player can bring a project forth that they want to put into the Ark.
Okay. Out of character, defenses.
Okay, so we're going to put defenses. And defenses will cost, what is it, 2 per player?
Yeah. Times 2 per player.
How many people? We have 5?
Yep.
So it'll cost 10 work points. Anyone else have anything they want to bring forth that needs to be made?
I was hoping to do zone wrestling.
I second zone wrestling as well.
Or slave market, one of the two.
Slave market is unacceptable. I'm sorry, I'm in character.
Well, you're not.
Our role would not support the slave market.
I don't know. Out of character, I'd be okay with slave market. In character, I wouldn't really care about
Well,
that.
in character, it plays out with what you do to help or hinder other projects.
Mhm.
Because if you did it out of character, I mean, we saw how much fun it was to try and establish the various stats of the Ark. So
Oh boy.
the session would literally be arguing over whether or not to build a fence.
Yeah. Out of character, I would be good for Pigsty as well. Pigsty and
Well, everyone can bring 1 forward.
Oh, so I want zone wrestling then.
Zone wrestling for me as well.
Okay. And that is 1 per player? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to do.
I'm gonna say croplands or cropland.
See, yeah, zone expedition.
You want to send people out into the zone to find things?
I'd like to go out in the zone and see if I can find things.
I can take you with me sometimes, buddy.
You should take Pontiac the gearhead out with you.
You know, find things that can burn better, find things that can clean better, find things that might taste better, find things that are better.
All right. So that's pretty much all of them that are getting brought forward.
Yeah.
People voice their opinions. Some are angrier than others, but in the end, those are the ones that get settled on. That echo's really irritating me right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I hear
pretty
that.
bad.
I don't know
No,
where
it's
it's
just
from,
it reflects that you're that fat bastard that's stuck in the plane man, with the megaphone. This thing is just echoing throughout the thing. You know?
Listen to my rock and rejoice. That's just me doing my George Martin impersonation. Daenerys.
Was that dude Scottish?
I don't know.
Never mind. All right, so
So, as people are sort of leaving the meeting to go about their business, a couple of stalkers are talking loudly about a strange creature that's been prowling the zone. A lot of the locals are the locals. Everybody's local. A lot of the citizens of the Ark are talking about the same creature attacking them and chasing them off right around the borders of the Ark.
okay, me and Rec just look at each other, or I look at him and he looks back at me. And he's like, meat, meat, yeah. I'd actually go up to these guys and ask if they'd be
Hang on
willing
one
to help
second.
me find them.
I'm going to go back to
Find
the
it,
zone
eat it.
map
Mhm.
because that's where the dice are.
Now it's really tiny.
Yep.
That's better.
Just
So
out
it's
of curiosity,
just one roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Per MP.
I only got one. It's a 2.
So nothing spectacular happens, but it works.
Okay.
I gotta check the specifics real quick. You guys are noticing that the minute the talks of the creature show up, people are terrified. The need for defense is strong.
Damn it.
They really don't want this thing getting on the boats at night, especially through that giant hole.
I mean, we already have fences and stuff.
No, we need to make more fences.
People are agreeing that more fences aren't necessarily a bad idea.
We should put our efforts into more creating defenses.
Or we should make ourselves stronger, and everyone can be able to hold off their own monster. That's why I think we should have a fighting pit, so we can test ourselves and show that we're strong.
No, I actually agree with Goomboots. If the people are becoming agitated because of this, we might as well work on more defenses.
There's no monster out there. These people are just paranoid.
why don't we build
Why
fences?
don't we send a
Then
stalker
don't
out
find it.
and see if it can find the creature? And until we know it's actually there, it's just a shadow. We've always heard about these strange things out there. There's no reason to think it actually is.
I completely agree. Let's send
Good point. Let's
a
send Endel out.
doctor.
That's
You
your
should
solution to
You
everything.
should probably have a dog hunter with him, or a dog trainer.
Well, that's certainly something that can happen, but we could
And
also
the rest
send.
of us can stay back and make sure that nothing can get in. We can build up our defenses.
We could also send Pontiac out there.
You can take Pontiac with you.
Well, there's no point in us all going, is there?
Well, if it's a very big monster, then you'd need help fighting it off.
Well, I don't think there's a monster. I haven't seen it, so.
The thing is, if there is a monster, we need you to come back alive and not have you not come back at all. So that, we know that it was killed. Or it wasn't killed. We just need you back alive, is the point.
The stalkers are talking about seeing the strange creature nesting in around the area I marked on the map.
Oh, damn, that's far away.
Oh, that's really far.
Holy shit.
It's where's the measuring thing?
Fuck is it?
It's 11 miles.
Damn.
Okay.
Literally, where did you mark it? Oh, son of a bitch! There it is.
That X.
It's pink.
I see it now. I go.
Peach. The creature is described as a strange four-legged animal with a single horn in the middle of its head.
What?
Its shoulders are higher than the taller mutants, and it has wide clawed feet for digging.
Well, we need to make defenses, and we need to dig something below, bury them deep, make sure it can't dig in.
What were you looking for with the zone expedition, real quick?
For me, you think of something good.
Well, you pick one of them, like food, culture, tech, or warfare.
What are we? Let's see. What's our least? Culture.
You're pretty sure by talking to stalkers and things like that that there is a museum in that indicated area as well.
If that's the case, I go.
By the way, this game's it's random rolls for what happened, and really the rest is up to you guys.
I go.
Excuse me.
Whoa, bless you. That was adorable at you.
I just Plant Man.
Yeah.
You take us and them on a journey. You keep us alive. We keep you alive. If it's
Sure.
nothing there,
I can
it's
do that.
on the way to actually. We could find some swag, bring it back here. Everyone wins.
I can do that. I'll be glad to have some more protection than what I usually have when I go out by myself. So
You'll
You got
just in
nothing to-
case something breaks that you have, you should take a gearhead with you. You should take a Pontiac. He says he's really good at this kind of stuff.
nah, I think you might be better than him, aren't you?
I need to stay here and make sure we're secure. We need to look at the people around us. They're terrified.
Oh, I'm pretty sure somebody else can do that. I mean, we need you. This is an important expedition.
I'm not going.
How do I
I under-
sense emotion?
I can send you one of my slaves. He's an gearhead.
What do you mean sense emotion?
I don't know. It seems like the gearhead is freaking out about this. Isn't that a skill? Like I'm just
Sense emotion is a skill.
Yeah. So how do I do it on him? Like how do I sense what he's? Because he's freaking out more than anyone else.
Skill and attribute together.
Yeah, and you would roll your empathy in yellow dice, your sense emotion skill in green dice.
Okay.
What's the black dice for?
Gear.
All right. So I got
Sure.
1-6.
So you are succeeding right now.
Okay.
You can choose to push the roll to get further levels of success, or you can sit on one success.
I'll sit on 1 success. I'm just curious because he's like freaking out.
He has to tell you his most prominent, powerful emotion right now.
Okay.
Manipulation.
Okay. Gotcha. My character is like trying to get the feel for the situation. He doesn't really care, so he's just he just was like curious as to what was driving this madman. All right, cool.
Yeah. Well.
So, two of you are planning on going into the zone then?
Yeah.
All right. One thing you're probably going to want to do is get other people to go with you.
Well, we got a slave from an ex-gearhead from Vosh, which I'm not gonna turn down. I'm really not gonna talk very much with Vosh. I'm just gonna be very extremely brief.
Just out of curiosity,
She's sending Maverick with you.
is Maverick the gearhead or?
He's
Yeah.
technically a slave.
He was a gearhead, but it's been beaten out of him.
that's the case, I look at Endel and I look at well, Plantman. Do you roll with other stalkers? Any of them can help?
Not really. No. I usually go out by myself.
Hmm.
Um,
I go. Sorry.
just to expedite things and whatnot. Everybody just go down the list and just state what you're going to be doing with this time, so nobody gets cut out, and then we can kind of take everything into scenes.
Okay.
I
I'm-
suppose.
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. I suppose I'm going to help Goomboots figure out a party who wants to agree to help give us resources for making some protective measures.
Okay, so you're going to help with the defenses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm. Oh, go ahead.
We need a
Um,
talking stick.
the idiot ball. Is it just a question about repair skill? Can I repair things to make them better than they currently are?
Later on, probably. I'm not
Okay.
sure
But not at the
100%.
moment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna do defenses.
Okay.
I'm going to be talking to Boss Marlot about setting up a fighting ring.
About zone wrestling?
Yes. I think she'd be interested, and I think it would be a good idea.
Also, I would love to have a conversation with Boss Merlot also.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I go walking around, see if I can get volunteers for the zone expedition.
Okay, the best way to do that is probably go to the bosses. Most people have enough on their hands just trying to get food together.
All right. Who would be the most likely? Well, which bosses are into the sort of shit that I could talk to?
There's
Marlot
a
wants to conquer the zone.
commander. There's
Yeah.
a commander, and there's a kingpin.
Yeah,
Guess I-
Johamed really doesn't care. If the monster rushes through the arc and kills a bunch of people, it won't get to his boat, so he doesn't care.
I talked to him that. Well, I mentioned that, but I also mentioned that there'll also be an expedition to find culture and hopefully shiny bits.
The word culture makes him laugh, and not in a good way.
Hmm.
However, Brictoria is a collector who loves artifacts and various things of the old world, and there was a museum in that area.
Hmm.
So she's the most likely to support you.
That's the case. I'd I'd walk with her and I'd walk with Rec to her dwelling and put my thing forth. Case.
She lives on a thing.
She lives on lower deck of the boss ship.
Oh yeah, she lives on the underdeck of the boss ship. It's really hard to get to see her. Her gang doesn't really let you through until you tell them you're trying to do a zone expedition, in which case she is very interested and she will send 2 enforcers with you.
Okay. I figured in the off chance we might need someone to record events. Fuck it. I guess I go see. I'd like to make a move and see if I can get Astrina to get in on this as a chronicler.
Getting her to talk proves incredibly difficult. You're going to need a roll.
Okay then.
It would probably be manipulation.
Well, Jesus, I am terrible at this, but let's see what happens.
So empathy plus manipulation.
I have no manipulation, so just empathy. Let's see. If this works, I'm basically just gonna say that I'm rolling puppy dog eyes at her. But yeah. What dice should I roll for this?
Yellow.
Just yellow. All right.
Yeah. Yellow are your base dice. Those are attributes. Green are skill dice. And black is gear.
Okay. side. Wow.
So you have no successes. You can choose to push the roll if you want.
Fuck it. Let's give it a shot again. Yeah. What happens? She just hates me after this, I guess, if I fuck this up?
No, she just doesn't go.
Oh, alright. So she doesn't go.
You take 1 point of doubt,
Alright.
and you get 1 MP.
Like an extra one?
Yeah.
Yeah, every time that happens, you get an MP.
Okay.
Every time you take that attribute damage. I marked the doubt for you, by the way.
Alright. That's the case. I got two, and I try to find him, and I try to find Plant Man, and tell him you got two more.
Okay.
I
Endel,
don't
what
do
are you
anything. I just wait for him outside.
Impatiently.
Patiently, I don't. I'm not gonna fret, but I just wait for him. I don't do anything else.
Gotcha. All right. JFK, you are working on zone wrestling, essentially, right?
Yes.
You can use fight or manipulate to assist the building.
Oh, I'm going to use manipulate.
Oh, really?
Basically,
You're convincing people to do the work for you.
yes.
Marla, right?
Yes.
Now,
And her gang.
do you want to push the roll? At 5
Well,
successes will finish zone wrestling. Right now, you have 1.
Wait, how many will?
5 will finish it entirely.
Okay, so I have 1, so I can put that aside, and then keep
And then the
rolling.
1 goes aside, too. But remember, one's on skill dice. Don't cause damage to anything. It's only gear and attribute.
Okay, so let me do this. Let me try it just to. Okay, so I got a 1 on an attribute die. So what does that give me?
So you were using empathy.
Yes.
So you take 1 point of doubt.
Okay.
You get 1 MP.
Okay.
And you get 1 success towards zone wrestling.
Okay. Cool.